Hello, I'm Dr. Winston York. I'm a software engineer, but I've also long had a fascination with voting systems. And this fall, my home province of British Columbia is holding a referendum on whether or not to change our voting system to proportional representation instead of first past the post. I'm making this video to help voters, particularly voters who share my conservative political beliefs, make an informed decision about how to vote in this important referendum. The objection is sometimes made that proportional representation would allow the province to be governed solely by the most populous regions. The logic being that the Lower Mainland has over 50% of the population in BC, and thus they're going to be able to vote in whatever party they wanted. This objection is confused because over half the seats are in the Lower Mainland. The Lower Mainland already has the ability to control the outcome of any election under the current system. That's not a change in proportional representation. This doesn't happen in practice because the same party doesn't win all the seats in the Lower Mainland. And under proportional representation, the same party wouldn't get all the votes. So the idea that the Lower Mainland would dictate the results of the election is just confused and incorrect. In fact, the situation is worse under first past the post than under proportional representation. Under proportional representation, for the Lower Mainland to impose its will on everyone else, everyone in the Lower Mainland would have to vote for the same party. On the other hand, under first past the post, a party could impose its will on the rest of the province simply by winning every seat in the Lower Mainland. And it's a lot easier to win every seat in the Lower Mainland than it is to get every person in the Lower Mainland to vote for you. Both of these scenarios are a bit silly. You're not going to get every single person in the Lower Mainland to vote for a particular party, and you're not going to have a single party winning every seat in the Lower Mainland. However, milder forms of this can happen. We know this because this is what happened in 1996. This is what happened when the Liberals beat the NDP province-wide by 2% of the vote, but the NDP still ended up with a majority. The NDP barely won many urban seats, while the Liberals overwhelmingly won many rural seats, and this led to the difference between the popular vote and the seat count. When it comes to concerns about urban areas of the province dominating the political landscape, it is much worse to be in a situation where a majority of the seats are in the Lower Mainland under first past the post than a case under proportional representation where the majority of the votes are in the Lower Mainland. Because it is a lot easier to win all those seats in the Lower Mainland than it is to win all of those votes.